Ever pumped 1,200 bucks into your rig's tank and felt your profit meter shrivel? Stick around, because today we're turning your truck into a rolling piggy bank. If you drive for a living, you already know the math can feel stacked against you. And surprise breakdowns flattening whatever's left. But what if I told you there's a way to keep an extra five-figure chunk in your pocket every year without driving an extra mile? Over the next few minutes, I'm handing you a toolkit of tiny tweaks that, stacked together, create massive savings. And the real gem, my 2 receipt rule that saved me $4,000 last year, drops about 3 minutes from now, so don't drift. Picture 22-year-old Marcus, first month behind the wheel of a gleaming sleeper cab. He was hauling freight coast to coast, banking overtime, and bragging he'd pay off his truck in 5 years. 6 months later, his credit card smoked like overheated brakes. Fuel prices spiked, he snacked at truck stop diners twice a day, and one neglected tire blew apart near Amarillo, costing him 2 days of revenue and a tow bill he still can't talk about. Marcus isn't a cautionary tale. He's almost every new driver. But he also became the proof that these tactics work, because after one brutal lesson, he rebuilt his budget and now saves about 32 cents per mile. Here's exactly how he and thousands of smart drivers do it. Step 1. Kill fuel waste before you even turn the key. Idling burns roughly a gallon an hour. At today's national average of $3.90 a gallon, idling 8 hours for climate control drains more than 30 bucks a night. Over 10 grand a year if you're on the road 300 days. Invest once in an auxiliary power unit or a good bunk heater, and you slash that expense to pennies. Not ready for hardware? Cut idle time by shifting paperwork into the truck stop lounge. You're still safe, still warm, but your engine isn't guzzling cash. Second, become a fuel price sniper. Most drivers glance at the glowing pylon, shrug, and swipe the card. Better plan. Use an app like Trucker Path or Gas Buddy with truck and never top off in high-tax states right before crossing a border. Grab just enough to roll across state lines. Then fill where taxes are kinder. It's legal, it's smart, it's your money. Third, tame the scale gremlins. A sloppy load position costs fuel because your engine works harder against weight and drag. Slide those tandems to balance, accelerate like you're carrying eggs, and cap your speed at the sweet spot, usually 62 to 65 miles an hour, depending on gearing. According to the American Transportation Research Institute, dropping from 70 to 65 saves about $1.12 every 100 miles in fuel alone. Over a 120,000 mile year, that's $1,300 that never leaves your bank. Now, let's talk food. One of the sneakiest budget leaks out here. Grabbing a diner breakfast might feel small, but at 12 bucks a plate, you're spending $4,000 a year if you eat that way daily. Marcus switched to a $40 plug-in cooler and prepped meals at home. Hard-boiled eggs, wraps, fruit, a slow cooker chili frozen in single-serve tubs. He still treats himself once a week, so the lifestyle stays sane. Net savings, roughly $2,000 to $800 a year. Bonus, better energy levels mean safer driving and fewer sugary crashes. Next, loyalty points are free currency. Use them. Fuel cards like RTS or TCS shave 15 to 30 cents a gallon, and they often link to maintenance discounts. Chain truck stops give shower credits and free coffee after a certain number of gallons. Stack 2 programs, and you're basically paid to clean up after a long haul. Keep a cheat sheet of the best stops on your regular routes and never pay sticker price again. Let's pause, because here's the problem that trips up even seasoned road warriors. invisible spending. Swipe here for a chrome mirror, tap there for satellite radio upgrades, and suddenly, last month's profit looks like a pothole. That's where my 2 receipt rule fixed Marcus's finances. Every time he spends on the road, he prints or snaps a receipt and drops it into one of 2 envelope pockets. Essential on the left, nice to have on the right. At week's end, he totals each pile. If the right pocket beats $40, he shreds every non-essential receipt and matches the overspend into his tax savings account. Painful? A bit. Effective? Absolutely, because after 2 weeks, the right pocket stayed slim. Here's why that matters. The trucking industry runs on thin margins, around 6 to 8% for independents. A single careless shopping spree can wipe an entire week's net. But when you see waste in real time, you correct course before it snowballs. Let's develop that idea further with 3 power moves that turn drivers into CFOs of their own rolling business. Power move 1, track maintenance by hours, not just miles. Oil analysis labs charge about $30 and can stretch drain intervals safely. Marcus used to change oil every 15,000 miles. Lab data showed he could push to 22,000 without extra wear. That's 2 fewer changes a year, saving roughly $700 in parts and downtime. Power move 2, merge insurance policies annually. Shopping coverage is boring, yes, but rates swing wildly. Marcus shopped last November and found a bundle knocking his liability premium down by 18%. That's $1,200 for 1 phone call. Power move 3, master tax deductions. Meals, per diem, maintenance, even laundry are legitimate write-offs when documented. The IRS 2024 per diem rate for drivers is $69 per day. If you're on the road 250 days, that's $17,250 in deductions, potentially slicing over $3,000 off your tax bill, depending on your bracket. Keep a simple logbook app or spreadsheet. Audit-proof records are priceless. All of this builds to the moment most drivers overlook: planning downtime. An idle truck earns 0, but still costs insurance and plate fees. Marcus now schedules routes so home time overlaps with low-rate freight weeks, and he books preventive maintenance during those breaks. Result? Less lost revenue, fewer emergency repairs. And here's the climax, the key moment that ties every tip together. Last December, diesel skyrocketed to $4.60 a gallon. Optimized speed, used fuel discounts, meal prepped, and tracked spending. In a month where some colleagues ran at a loss, Marcus cleared an extra $1,940 in net profit. That single month proved the compound power of small wins. Let's land this plane with a quick recap. Stop idling your savings away. Hunt cheaper fuel with apps and smart fill-ups. Drive smooth and slower for automatic dollars. Eat from a cooler more than a diner. Milk loyalty programs. Separate wants from needs with the 2-receipt rule. Extend service intervals with oil testing. Shop insurance yearly. Track every tax deduction. And align downtime with low-yield weeks. So your schedule, not chance, controls cash flow. So, ready to fatten your wallet on the open road? Tap the next video to double those savings while you're off duty.